Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. So are you an owner of a business and you're tired of sending WhatsApp message to all your customers who do a payment in your business? Then this video is definitely for you, in which we are going to understand how to send personalized WhatsApp messages after Stripe payment. So as soon as I receive a payment by the customer on Stripe, I want to send them a personalized WhatsApp message thanking them for the purchase and confirming their purchase. And doing this manually is a very time consuming and hectic task. So to solve this problem, I have built a connection between Stripe and WhatsApp without need of any coding and programming skills using Pabbly Connect. Now, whenever by the customer a new payment is going to be successfully done using Stripe, automatically that customer is going to receive a WhatsApp message, a confirmation message. So now if you want to learn this entire process step by step, for that I have to take you towards my screen.
Welcome to my screen. So I'm a manager in a course selling business and I use Stripe to collect payments from various online courses. I use WhatsApp to instantly engage with my customers and provide a personalized onboarding experience. With this automation, I can send a tailored WhatsApp message right after a successful payment is going to be done using Stripe by my customers, welcoming them, sharing course access information, and ensuring they feel supported from the very beginning. And I'm going to build a connection between Stripe and WhatsApp without need of any coding and programming skills using Pabbly Connect. So first of all, I'm going to show you how this amazing automation works in real time. For that, I'm going to do a payment in my Stripe account. So this is the link of my course. I'm going to copy it and open it in a new tab right over here. So now let us do the test payment for the course Instagram Marketing Mystery Growth and Monetize Your Brand. Okay. Firstly, it is asking for the email address. For the email address over here, I'm going to write it as test@pabblytudes.com. For the phone number, I'm going to enter a dummy mobile number right over here. Then it is asking for my card details, for which I'm going to enter dummy card details right here. Then it is asking for my name. So for my name over here, I'm going to write it as test user. Okay. Country is India. Address is 123 New Street. Then it is asking for the city, for which I'm going to write it as Bhopal. Pin code is this pin code and state is Madhya Pradesh. After filling in all the details, I'm going to click on this pay button right over here. And you can see it says thanks, the payment has now been done. So as now the payment is done successfully using Stripe. So now I'm going to open my WhatsApp and check whether I have received a new WhatsApp message regarding the payment being done for the course or not. For that, I'm going to open my WhatsApp. And this is the message that I've received on my WhatsApp. It says, hello test user. Thank you for your purchase. We have received your 15,000. You can see this payment was for 15,000 right over here. It says, this is your registered address. This was the address that we have entered. You can start learning right away. If you have any questions or need help, just reply to this message. We are here to support your learning journey. Team Skillora, okay? So you can see right over here, I have received this WhatsApp message right after the payment was done using Stripe. So this is how this amazing automation will work in real life. And we are going to create this amazing automation without need of any coding and programming skills using Pabbly Connect. For that, on a new tab, I'm going to browse the website of Pabbly Connect. That is www.pabbly.com/connect. After browsing the website, Pabbly Connect's landing page is going to appear in front of you. Before creating this amazing automation, I want to tell you about Pabbly Community. Pabbly Community is an exclusive space where you can find real-time updates, help from not only our team members but also the fellow users. On our Pabbly Community, you can share ideas, ask questions, and even find automation tips. So go ahead and join our Pabbly Community today. For that, you will find the link of our community in the description box below. Now let us start creating our automation using Pabbly Connect. After coming to the landing page, you will find two options in front of you. That is sign in or sign up for free. If you're an existing user, you can directly sign into your Pabbly Connect account. But if you're a new user, you can sign up for free and get 100 free tasks every month. I'm an existing user, so I'm going to directly sign into my Pabbly Connect account. After that, you will find the All Pabbly Apps section in front of you, in which you can see all the applications that Pabbly provides. As we're going to use Pabbly Connect, I'm going to click on this Access Now button right over here. Then Pabbly Connect's dashboard is going to appear in front of you. Now to create an amazing automation, we have to create a workflow. For that, click on this Create Workflow button on the top right corner. Then you will find the two methods of creating the workflow. One is the new beta method, other one is the old classic method. I'm going to build this workflow using the old classic method, so I'm going to select it. Firstly, it is asking for the workflow name. So for the name of my workflow, I'm going to give it as send personalized WhatsApp message after Stripe payment. Okay, this is the name of my workflow. For the folder, these are the folders from which I'm going to select the workflows folder. And then I'm going to click on this create button right over here. And as I've done that, you can see a new workflow has been created and you will find two windows in front of you. One is the trigger window, other one is the action window. So what is trigger and action? Trigger and action are the two most important steps of our automation process because our process depends on these two principles. Over here, trigger says when this happens and action says do this. That means what is action? Action is a response towards our trigger. In an automation process, there can be only one trigger step but multiple action steps. We are going to set up a trigger step first, in which my trigger application I'm going to select over here as Stripe. As whenever by the customer a new payment is going to be done using Stripe, I want this trigger should capture the response of that. That is why for my trigger application, I've selected over here as Stripe. After that, for the trigger event, I'm going to select over here as new charge. After selecting the trigger application and the event, you can see that Pabbly Connect has provided us with a webhook URL. Now using the unique webhook URL and by following the steps given here below in the help desk, I'm going to build a connection between Stripe and Pabbly Connect. So firstly, I'm going to copy this URL from here and then open my Stripe account. Okay. So now to connect this account to Pabbly Connect, from the panel go to developers section right over here. After coming to developers, from the panel go to the webhook section and then simply we have to add an endpoint URL right here. For that, click on this add endpoint URL. Over here it is asking for the URL for which paste the webhook URL that Pabbly Connect has provided us. I don't want to add the description, so I'm going to skip the part. Listed to is going to be events on your account. Version, I'm going to select the latest version. For the event, I'm going to select the event over here as charge succeeded, as I want to capture the response of the succeeded charge. Okay. And then search this event right over here in this panel and select it from here and add the event. Okay. Now, as I've added the event right over here, I'm going to click on this add endpoint button right here. As I've done that, you can see the endpoint has been added and the status is enabled. Okay. So as now the webhook URL is added, I want to tell you one thing. My Stripe account is on the test mode, you can see right over here. The same manner that I've told you right now, you have to connect your Stripe live account with Pabbly Connect. Okay. You have to follow the exact same steps. Now, if I'm going to go back to my workflow and scroll down, it says waiting for webhook response. So now to check whether Stripe is successfully connected to Pabbly Connect or not, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to do a payment with my account. And after that, I'm going to check whether the trigger captures the response of the test payment being done or not. Okay. So now to do the payment using Stripe, what I'm going to do is I'm going to open my Stripe account. From the panel, I'm going to go towards the payments link. And this is the course that I'm selling in my business. Now let us do the purchase of this course right over here. Now let us do the purchase of this course. So this is the URL. I'm going to copy this URL and open it in a new tab right over here. So this is the payment page of the course Instagram Marketing Mystery, Grow and Monetize Your Brand for 15,000 rupees. Okay. So now let us do the test payment of this course right over here. Firstly, it is asking for the email address of my customer. For the email over here, I'm going to write it as demouser@pabblytudes.com. Okay. For the phone number, I'm going to enter a dummy mobile number right here. Then it is asking for the card details. For the card details, I'm going to enter the dummy card details right here. Then it is asking for the name. For the name over here, I'm going to write it as demo user as the name. For the country, I'm going to select it as India. For the address, I'm going to write it as 12 New Street. For the city over here, I'm going to select it as Indore. For the pin code, I'm going to enter a dummy pin code right here and state as Madhya Pradesh. After filling in all the required details, I'm going to click on this pay button right over here for doing the test payment. And after that, you can see it says thanks for your payment. This means now the payment is done successfully. Okay. So as now the payment is done successfully using Stripe, I'm going to go back to my workflow and scroll down. And yes, you can see right over here, the response has been captured in my trigger. The type is charge succeeded. If I'm going to further scroll down, the payment method is card. You can see right over here. Name was demo user, email is demo@pabblytudes.com, state MP, that is Madhya Pradesh, this is the postal code. The line is 123 New Street, you can see country is IN, that is India, city is Indore. If I'm going to further scroll down, the amount is 15,000, but you can see the amount was 15,000. The response shows over here as 15 lakhs right here. In Stripe, in the trigger, you will always receive the amount with 2 extra zeros. So we have to remove those 2 extra zeros from the end of the amount. And how can we do that? By dividing this number with 100, the 2 extra zeros will be removed. Okay. So now what we are going to do is we are going to edit our amount. For that, I'm going to set up my action step, in which from action application, I'm going to select over here as number formatter by Pabbly. An action event is going to be perform math operation. And then I'm going to click on this connect button. It is asking for the numbers that we want to perform the math operation between. For the numbers, we are going to enter the amount and the 100 number right here as we're dividing both of the numbers. Okay. And we have to enter the amount in this manner. First amount, comma, the second amount for the operation showing in this manner right here. Okay. So firstly, for the amount, I'm going to map the data, which is inserting data from the previous step. So I'm going to insert the data from the previous step of this workflow. How it works is that as soon as I'm going to click on this field, the previous step is going to appear in front of you. As I'm going to click on it, the response that was captured in our previous step is going to appear. I'm going to search for the amount right over here, and you can see this is the amount and I want to edit this amount. So I'm going to select the data of the amount from my previous response. As now I've selected the data from my previous response, this data has now been mapped. And as I've mapped this data, the data has now become dynamic. That means now whenever a new response is going to be captured in our previous step, automatically the new data is going to be updated in place of this mapped data. After that, I'm going to enter a comma, space, and then I will write over here as 100 as I want to divide this amount with 100. Operation is going to be divide, and then I'm going to click on this save and send test request button. As I've done that, I have received the amount without the 2 extra zeros as 15,000. Okay. So as now we've edited the amount, now what we are going to do is we are going to send a WhatsApp message towards this customer who have done the payment. For that, we're going to set up our action step, add the action step from here. Action application over here is going to be WhatsApp Cloud API. Using WhatsApp Cloud API, we are going to send messages towards our customers, okay? And with the help of WhatsApp Cloud API, I have created a template. You can see in the name of new Stripe payment. And I'm going to send this template as messages towards all the customer who do the payment, okay? In this template that I've created, if I'm going to open this template, so if I'm going to scroll down, this is the body of this template in which I've added 3 variables right here. First variable is for the customer name, second variable is for the amount, and the third variable right over here is for the address. Now you can see what is variable in front of the value, and in the end of the value I've added 2 curly brackets that creates this as a variable. In place of this variable, we are going to add the data of our customers' details like the name, amount, and the address. Okay. So using this template that I've created, we are going to send WhatsApp messages towards all our customers who do the payment using Stripe. Okay. For that, let us set up our action step. Action event is going to be send template message new. Okay. And then I'm going to click on this connect button. A window is going to appear on which click on add new connection. After that, you can see over here it is asking for these details: token, phone number ID, and the WhatsApp business account ID. From where are we going to find all these details? For that, you have to create your API setup, WhatsApp Cloud API setup. Now, if you want to learn the process of how you can create this API setup step by step, for that in the help desk, go to this learn more section right over here. Then you will land towards Pabbly forum page, and if you're going to scroll down, you will find 2 tutorials. One is the step-by-step complete tutorial of how you can create the WhatsApp Cloud API setup. Other one is how you can generate the permanent token. You can see this is the temporary token right here. If you want to generate the permanent token instead of the temporary token, you have to find this other tutorial, okay? So go ahead and create your WhatsApp Cloud API setup and you will find all the details. This is the token. I'm going to copy this token and paste it right here. For the phone number ID, I'm going to copy the ID, paste it right here. And lastly, for the business account ID, I'm going to copy this ID and paste it over here, okay? After filling in all the details, I'm going to click on the save button. As I've done that, after that it is asking for all these details. For the receiver to phone number, we have to enter the mobile number of our customer. For that, I'm going to map the data of the phone number of my customer. Okay, but in the response, you can see the phone number is not captured in my Stripe account. So now what we are going to do is we have to have the phone number of our customer. For that, I'm going to add an action step before this step. And for my action application, I'm going to select over here as Stripe. For the action event, I'm going to select over here as retrieve a customer by email. And then I'm going to click on this connect button. A window is going to appear on which click on add new connection. Then it is asking for the token. To have the token, log into your Stripe account. Go to the developers section right here. Go to the API keys section. Okay. You can see in the restricted key, I have already created a key. To add a key, I have to add this key from this button. I'm going to copy this key and paste it in this token field and click on this save button. And you can see right over here, it is asking for the customer's email address. For the email address, I'm going to map the data of this email address and click on this save and send test request button. As I've done that, I have received a response. In the response, we have received the phone number as well. So now to this phone number, we are going to send a WhatsApp message. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to map the data of this phone number right here. This is the phone number. I'm going to map the data. Okay. After that, over here it is asking for the template ID. I have created a template over here in the name of new Stripe payment. So with the template, I'm going to select it as new Stripe payment. For the language code, I have created this template in the language English. So code is going to be EN as the language code. Okay. Then it is asking for the template name. For the template name over here, I'm going to again select it as new Stripe payment. Do my template has a header? No, it doesn't. For the header type, I'm going to enable this toggle button on and erase this existing data from here as it was given in the instructions. Okay. Then over here, it is asking for the header type, text value, media link, file name, and all the other details which I do not require. So I'm going to skip the part. It is asking for template has a body. Yes, it does. So I'm going to select over here option as yes. Okay. Then over here, this is the variable 1, 2, and 3. Variable 1 is for the customer's name. So I'm going to map the data of the name of my customer right here. For the amount, I'm going to map the data of this amount that was edited. And for the address, I'm going to map the data of the address that I've received right here in this step. You can see I've mapped the data of the entire address right here. Do my template has a button? No, it doesn't. So I'm going to skip all these fields. And then over here, I'm going to click on the save and send test request button. But before that, I want to tell you one thing. As I've entered a mobile number right over here, I've mapped this data. This number is a dummy number. A WhatsApp message cannot be forwarded towards this number right over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to enter my mobile number in place of this dummy number to check whether this workflow is successfully working or not. Okay. So I'm going to enter my mobile number just for the test. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to erase this dummy number from here, and instead of that, I'm going to enter my WhatsApp number right here. After that, simply I'm going to click on this save and send test request button. As I've done that, I have received a response which is a positive response as I've received the status as accepted. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to open my WhatsApp and check whether I have received a new message on my WhatsApp or not. For that, I'm going to open my WhatsApp. And yes, you can see right away on my WhatsApp, I have received a message. Hello, demo user. Thanks for your purchase of 15,000. This was the entire address you can see right over here. And this is the same template that we have created using WhatsApp Cloud API has been forwarded as a message to my customer, okay, on WhatsApp. So this is how this amazing automation will work in real life. And we have successfully built a connection between Stripe and WhatsApp without need of any coding and programming skills using Pabbly Connect. Okay. So now to sum till now what we have done. Now whenever by the customer a new payment is going to be done using Stripe, automatically towards the customer a WhatsApp message is going to be forwarded using WhatsApp Cloud API. And in this manner, I have built the connection between these two applications without need of any coding and programming skills. So this was it for this video. Thank you so much for watching.
Not just with these applications, you can create automation between multiple applications using Pabbly Connect. If you have any doubts, you can send us email on support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can ask us queries on forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can check out this link. If you like this video, please do subscribe to our channel and hit the like button down there.